This Maserati Grecale looks gorgeous. First time seeing this specific spec, and it's outstanding at a crazy low price. Let's see what it's about. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where behind me is one of the coolest Maserati Grecale GT specs we've seen so far here on the channel. A lot of new stuff, as you guys can tell by this beautiful blue, the wheel design, the caliper design on this Grecale GT, and it's actually at a really good price. Again, these Grecales are coming in at $63,000 to start. With a little options on it like this, well, you're not even really paying as much as you think you would. So we're gonna break it down in the sticker at the end of the video so you guys can see what it would take to get into a Grecale GT, and make it look this good. Now guys, I'm at Maserati Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach, and they ticked all of the right boxes on this one. This is a perfect spec for the price that you get. Again, we'll see it in the sticker breakdown at the end of the video, but check this out. This is the first time we've seen a couple of things here, actually three things on the Grecale, not just the GT, but the Grecale in general. This is beautiful. Now we know this key fob is new for 2023, right? We've seen it on the Grecale models, and we know that it's coming on the Gran Turismo models as well, and we just saw it on the new Maserati MC20 for 2023 in the video that I did. But keep in mind that this key is now the updated key, and it's been the updated key for the first time since 2014, but the Grecale and the Gran Turismo and the MC20s are the only ones getting it in 2023. Yes, that's right, the Levante, the Ghibli, and Quattroporte will not have this key fob. Now keep in mind also that the Grecale is built on the same plant as the Alfa Romeo Stelvio and Casino, and it's on the same Giorgio platform. So we're gonna have a few similarities, but to keep things pretty quick and simple, for the Grecale, the length is 4,846 millimeters. The width with the mirrors is 2,163 millimeters. Without the mirrors, 1,940 millimeters. And the height is 1,670 millimeters with a wheelbase of 2,901 millimeters and a curb weight of 4,178 pounds with a gross weight of 5,644 pounds. So first off, the paint. We're looking at Blu Intenso, okay, a color that we have now seen on the first time on the Grecale, and wow, does it look good with that metallic flake. Florida sun doing what it does best. Now, we're gonna get different shades of it as the sun comes in and out, and also as I walk around the vehicle, you can see it gets a little darker on the shaded side. It almost looks kind of like a Alfa Romeo Monte Carlo blue in a sense when it gets to the shade, but then you really see that Blu Intenso when you get to the lit side of the paintwork. It just looks stunning. Now, with that said, we got a couple other things that we want to talk about before we get to the other new things. And the Grecale overall design, well, again, this is new for Maserati when it comes to the design language. So you can see this front fascia is completely different. Now we know that logo has been updated on Maseratis for the past couple of years. We know the big trident here carries our level 2 ADAS, but the grille is different. Now on the GT variants, you do have the aluminum down the center of the vertical slats. The rest of the surround is black, but it's a more aggressive and really deeper looking vertical slat when it comes down to the Grecale over other models. Also, you notice the grille surround is completely different. Done in black, it is one continuous piece all around. There's no dividing, there's no section off. This whole piece is actually just continuous across, and it looks really good to keep that flowy design. Also, the front fascia here, you'll see that we do have the body colored lip with the plastic pieces and sensors and a honeycomb grille up front. And then on the sides, you will see gloss black vertical slat and then more plastic and honeycomb setup. Now, full LEDs on every Maserati Grecale model. Doesn't matter which trim level you have. That's a great thing, right? And this is a new setup. Again, starting with the MC20 design language, going to the Grecale, you can see, small kind of details like the Maserati insignia and the trident there. You can also see the three little, kind of reflectors to give off that three designs in threes for Maserati when it comes to things like their portholes and other design language pieces. All right, and then the front fascia all coming together. We'll look at it from this angle. What do you guys think? Now, as far as styling goes, I think it looks great. I think the proportions are great. I think it does a really good job being what it's supposed to be, and it's an entry-level Maserati model, and it actually is a Porsche Macan competitor. Now, coming along to the side, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Now, we do have the GT badge to let you know what model we're working with here today, and we do have the portholes done in aluminum with the black pieces to go underneath, and these are actually functional portholes. So you will see feed-throughs on the grill setup here for the honeycomb mesh. Now, coming to the wheels. These are 19-inch standard wheels, and Thetis is the name of the wheel. Now, the 19 wheel here comes with the monochrome center cap, and we have an option of matte blue brake calipers. That's even cooler that you can get that option out on this model. So when you have the Blu Intenso against the matte blue, it looks really cool, right? Now, I believe Maserati would call this anodized blue, not necessarily matte. So I have to double check that as well. But either way, it looks really cool against the 19-inch standard wheels. So this is the first time we've seen the standard wheels, first time we've seen the blue calipers, and first time we've seen the Blu Intenso paint here on the Maserati Grecale. So it's a really cool setup to have for a standard model. Now, you'll notice a couple of things on this car that we have coming down the sidelines. Well, the window trim is done in gloss black. That means we have the blackout package on it as well, okay? Coming down along to the C-pillar, you will see the aluminum trident. No sunroof here, so body color for the sunroof and antenna there. All right, black DLO with your color match spoiler there, and then the boomerang tails to go along with the Maserati script, and then you see the Grecale badge there as well. Now, black package means black exhaust tips. Now, the black rear diffuser will come automatically, but when you get the black package, the exhaust tips are done in black. So it really ties everything together. Now, with that said, these are a majority of our options that we have on this specific vehicle. And again, the price is really good for what we're getting here when it comes to everything on this specific GT. I'm very, very in love with this spec and very, very in love with the price. I think you guys will like it as well. Now, underneath the hood, we know that this borrows from the Giorgio platform from Alfa Romeo and the Stelvio in this case. So we're gonna look at an inline 4-cylinder engine. This is a 2-liter, first 2-liter in a Maserati that we know of, right? At least for this generation. So we're looking at a horsepower of 296 horses and 332 pound-feet of torque with a 5.3 second 0 to 60 and a 149 mile per hour top speed paired with the all-wheel drive ZF transmission. Now, you guys are going to note that you see a lot of Alfa Romeo when it comes to the engine bay. And yes, I get that, the engine cover, the big strut bar going across, but you can tell this is Maserati tech with the mild hybrid setup. All right, so you can see the 48 volt setup there. That lets you know we're gonna have a little bit more performance when it comes to torque, when it comes to filling in for turbo lag, all right? So that what gives you is extra push and extra performance when it comes to the Maserati Grecale. And make sure you guys check out my test drive with the Modena version, the middle spectrum at 325 horsepower, because we had the time of our lives in that thing. And again, I think a lot of people are gonna underestimate an inline 4 Maserati, but you're gonna save money, but you're gonna get great performance with it. While we're talking about power and all of that jazz, we should probably hear what the GT sounds like when it comes to those pipes, right? They look good. How do they sound? Now, 2-liter Maseratis do how you would think when it comes to fuel economy. All right, so we're looking at 25 city and highway combined. All right, 22 city and 29 highway. Plenty of space in the rear. So we're looking at, again, the Alfa Romeo Giorgio platform when it comes to cargo space. 20 cubic feet if you fold down all 3 seats, which are a 40-20-40 split. Well, then you're looking more of around 55 cubic feet of space. Now, again, Maserati and Alfa Romeo are very good at making very practical boot spaces or trunk spaces when it comes to what you need, all right, the space you can have, and the different kind of levels to this whole setup. So again, you guys have seen this before, but we have our vent shade here, which is a lot more premium with the Maserati Grecale when it comes to the textiles, all right? You can see the 3 fold down seats if I want to do the middle, pull right there. If I want to do both sides, right here and right here. All right, if I want to get rid of this, I'll just pull that down, but I also have a privacy shade right here as well. Now, you guys can see a few things back here. We have some goodies, which means we have the accessory package, which we will see also when we go over the sticker as well. So you get the mats, you get the nets. We have a front plate kit, just in case you need to mount a front plate on your Maserati Grecale. And then if I lift underneath, you will see that we have the tow hook, screwdriver, and battery down the center with the tire inflate kit, but a little extra stowage on each side of this false floor. Again, they make the best use of the space that they have in here, and they do a really good job at it. Now we have to check out our lighting setup, right? We got to see what it looks like with the turn signals there and the switchback DRLs, and then the headlight there as well. Full LEDs, new style for 2023. Now, as you guys can see, amber turn signal there in the mirror cap, and then those boomerang tails coming in with the integrated reverse light. Looks really good on this Blu Intenso, right? Love it. Now let's talk about inside of this new Grecale GT. As you guys can see, the B pillars are split. The door handle goes right in, it's fixed there, and then we pull right there to get our nice door setup. That again is based on a Giorgio platform, so it does have the preset hinges here. All right, we do have the aluminum side sill there as well. We have the aluminum buttons on the window moldings with the black, and we have on the door paneling a lot of soft touch, all right, with the black trim here and the Sonos Faber sound system there. Big speaker on the side there. We also have speaker in the pillar and speaker down below. They give you a lot of speakers for Sonos Faber. Now we also get the window trim for the window controls, all done in gloss black with the mirror control with a nice aluminum and black dial and the exit button. All right, this is how you open up the car. This is how you open up the door. In aluminum with a black button there. Really cool. Let's step inside though so we can see what we have on this GT. Now there's not a lot when it comes to options, so a lot of what you're seeing here today is standard on the Grecale GT. Standard seating, as you guys can see, Nero on Nero. You guys can see things like, again, soft touches all throughout, aluminum all throughout, and the black shiny bits all throughout this vehicle. There is a theme to all of this. Now, we've gone over deeply into what the Grecale is all about when it comes to all the tech and all the new features. Make sure you guys check out my videos on that because I've done several. But beautifully done in the Grecale, as you guys can see. Start, stop button on the steering wheel, drive mode button on the steering wheel, our driver assistance controls here, all right? And you can see on this side here, you have our menu controls for our TFT screen because we have 33 inches of real estate when it comes to these screens. 12.3 inches, 12.3 inches, and 8 inches, I believe, are the measurements in all of these screens. So again, this is a big learning curve for a lot of people. But you know, when it comes down to Maserati, you'll know things like the big aluminum paddle shifters. You'll know that we have our radio control buttons on the back of the steering wheel. You'll know the steering wheel stocks look kind of the same, but they're a little bit more dressed up when it comes to the Grecale, and they look really good. You guys will know all about Mia, or the Maserati Intelligent Assistant. Basically, Uconnect 5 dressed up for Maserati, but it's great. You can do different profile settings. You can have the Hey Maserati controls. You can do all kinds of things like your performance setup, do different gauges. You can do your surround view camera from here. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff on this car when it comes to technology, but you guys know all about this system when it comes to Mia. I just really wanted to show to you guys that, you know, it's a little cooler when it comes to the Grecale because a different software setup for this specific car is here, and it looks really cool. And again, electric vehicle, because this is somewhat of an electric Maserati. You'll see all that change when you're driving the car. But again, it's just really cool to have all of this stuff. Now, when it comes to the new digital gauge, it's not just a clock anymore, because if we press clock, we can change it to a compass. We can do our pedals. As far as if I step on a brake pedal, you'll see that. All right, same with the gas, the G meter when we're moving, let you know the G forces. A lot of different things, which is really cool when it comes to the technology, different things there. The lighting here is different now. You can do your lighting and control your lighting here. Has your lights here, as you can see. This touchscreen for the 8-inch is just crazy, but a lot of things here that are new for the Grecale itself. I mean, look at how you put it into drive and park and reverse. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. All right, as you guys can see, no shifter here. All right, so a lot of cool things there as well. We do have a wireless charger here. That is an option you will see in the sticker. That is not standard, but this section will always be there. You just won't be able to charge unless you have that option. Then we have our charging. All right, regular charging, USB-C and USB 2.0, extra storage, cup holders here, and then armrest with our key fob indicator there, just in case our key fob dies, we need to set it there. And just a little bit extra storage inside of there. Now, as you guys can see, the HVAC vent setup is very, very flawless. Again, very flowy all the way through. I mean, the aluminum touches. You can see your electric parking brake down there as well. Our steering wheels, telescopic, so it is electric. All right, so you can see I'm moving it down, moving it up. So you can do all the things that you would think you could do in this car. It's just dressed up and looking even more beautiful than ever. So yeah, love this spec. We do get the same love in the rear as well, as you guys can see. The Sonos Faber speaker system, the same door release, the window trim done in black, and the soft touches and trim pieces. On the door paneling, you can see where you can fold down the seats there as well. Beautiful black seating all throughout, standard seating here. You can see the cup holders, the HVAC vents, a little bit of extra storage there as well. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the GT. Very standard, very chill when it comes to the rear seating. Now let's take a look at this Blu Intenso with Nero Maserati Grecale starting at $63,500. But after a few options, well, we're looking at a total price of $70,897 after the $1,195 destination and $300 preparation delivery. That's not bad, right? I mean, think about it. Just $70,000 and you get all this on a Grecale. Now, there's a couple things that you need to check, in order to get this. And the options are as listed. The Nerissimo pack at $1,000 with the black window surround and the dark exhaust tips. The driver assistance package, L1, all right, this is L1, which is the level 1. It's $1,300 with adaptive cruise control, active blind spot assist, active lane keep, and your driver drowsy detection. And then the tech assistance package, which is $1,100, gives you your head-up display and wireless phone charger. You also have the 360 surround view camera, $800, the light blue brake calipers, $500, and you also have the Blu Intenso paint at $800. That's not a bad price. $800, under $1,000 for a Maserati paint. Really cool. Now accessories, we talked about that at the end. Well, not at the end, but at the rear end of the vehicle in the trunk, where we saw things like the luggage compartment mat, the net, roadside assistance kit. You also have your microfiber cloth, your stem caps, and your golf umbrella. So there it is. Those are your options. Everything else is standard. All right, so we'll come over here to the standard equipment where you will see the wheels I was talking about, the 19s, that are standard wheels for the Grecale in 2023. Again, this is really cool to have everything here that you need and still want to add a few other things, check a couple boxes, and keep it at a decent price range. I'm really, really impressed with this spec, if you guys couldn't tell. Make sure you guys check in on everything here that we see, just in case you want to just get a standard Grecale. You don't need any extra options, but man, this is a great spec. What do you guys think? Guys, so at $70,000, this is not that expensive. The right boxes were ticked, and now we're looking at a beautiful Maserati Grecale in Blu Intenso, all right, with blue calipers, all right, the 19-inch Thetis wheels are standard. You have the Nerissimo pack or the blackout pack on this. I mean, this makes sense for what we have here, and I want to know, what do you guys think about this spec and the price? That's the big thing here today. I think this is a bargain, but you guys are gonna have to let me know down in the comments below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings, more people can see it, and we'll have a bigger discussion on this beautifully spec'd, perfectly optioned out Maserati Grecale GT. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down in the description below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. Appreciate that extra love, guys. You guys can also check out my merch in the description below and my social media links as well. Now, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.